Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two future Hall of Famers and arguably the greatest fighter of all time. We have turned T-Boy Crawford, a three-division world champion, a former undisputed world champ, the current WBO welterweight world champion, who is undefeated on everybody pound-for-pound list. Then we have Floyd Money Mayweather, arguably the greatest fighter of all time, the five-division world champion, Mr. 50-0, Mr. Billionaire, the man that helped revolutionize the boxing game. Then we have Errol the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, WBC, the IBF, and the Super WBA unified world champ. He too is undefeated and should be on everybody's top pound-for-pound list. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, we know that Errol Spence, and Terence Crawford is about to get it on July 29th. We know that Errol Spence has been working his ass off, getting ready for this bout along with Terence Crawford. And we know that people are picking their sides, right? Everybody are picking their sides. And whether you're a boxer or you're a fan or whatever you are, you understand? Now, the main dude, Floyd Money Mayweather, right? A lot of people talking about he haven't picked, but he have picked. And he's going for Terence Crawford against Errol the True Spence Jr. But EJ want to let Floyd know, listen, your money can't buy loyalty, bro. Your money cannot buy loyalty. Yeah, you might make $1 billion in the sport. You want a rich motherfucker. But being real, being solid, that's something that got to be within you. You understand? It has to be within you. Now, do Floyd Mayweather have loyalty in him towards what he want to have loyalty for? I say these things because Floyd Mayweather, used to be all on Errol Spence's side. We know Errol helped him get ready for fights and shit like that and things of that nature. But somewhere down the stretch, a little jealousy started clicking in on Floyd Money Mayweather because of the history with Errol the True Spence Jr. Now, that he wanted to sign Terence Crawford, if anybody been really paying attention, right? He wanted to sign Bud Crawford because he feel like he can make Bud Crawford hotter than what he is, but he really want Bud Crawford to beat Errol the True Spence Jr. You know what I mean? That's his way of knocking Errol Spence off, getting him off, the top shot over on the PBC side, but he can also entice Terence Crawford that, listen, this is the side you need to be on. I got the money. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. And plus, we always been talking anyway. Since you was up and coming, I'm one of your favorite fighters. So you know what it is. You know our relationship, things of that nature. So, that just to be one step ahead for him to sign Terence Crawford on the back end of Terence Crawford's career, which Floyd Mayweather understand very well because, at this age, he signed a contract for X amount of fights, leading him out the door. And I'm quite sure he'll try to do something like that for Terence Crawford as well. Get him a nice contract, maybe a 4 or 5 fight deal for, 8 figures, probably a high 8 figures, and then work that shit off, how you do it. But if you're going to be loyal, then you should be loyal. You understand? If you say you had love for Errol Spence and you got love for Bud Crawford, then you should be loyal to both. Money shouldn't be your motive, especially for two young kings like this in the biggest fight of their career, trying to make history. So money is Floyd Money Mayweather motive, bro. Always was, always will be. You understand? So when he's looking at Bud Crawford and he's saying, you know what? If I can get Bud, I can promote him like this because Tank is on man now. He lost Tank. Like Oscar De La Hoya lost Canelo, but he still got some insight in with Tank to where they can talk to one another because, Tank, allow him to come back and they can, repair their relationship. Won't never be what it quite was, but, business on the business end, we can do business. But with Floyd wanting to get Terence Crawford, that can be the void that he lost with Gervonta Tank Davis and pull in some big money to help keep Mayweather promotion afloat. These promoters need certain fighters that can pull in and generate millions of dollars to keep, the company a well-oiled machine because they don't want to dig in their own pockets and pay these fighters because they feel like they'll be losing out if that fight don't generate or live up to the hype. You know what I mean? No promoter want to dig in their pockets. So Floyd Mayweather looking at Terence Crawford like, shit, if I can get him to beat Errol Spence, oh, man, he goes to the roof. He goes to the roof. Then you go out there, you play chess with other fighters that he can beat, but you put it on the grand scale like Floyd used to do, right? Put it on the grand scale, make good money off of it, and add another, world champion to your resume. Even if he's not the biggest champion or whatever, you still adding a world champion to your resume, and, it's adding on. You understand? So with Floyd always being business savvy and think about money, through these fighters. Not saying he don't got no love for them, but really thinking about money like any other promoter do, right? It's not genuine a little bit to me. You feel me? And that's why I want Errol Spence to stay solid like he always have been. You know? Yes, Errol Spence want to get paid, like you say. A lot of these old fighters, you know, they finish their career broke, or they die broke, or they be in a fucked up situation. So, of course, we want to get our money, but at the same time, we do want a legacy, too, to show the fans that we're not just trying to rip y'all off and take y'all bread. We gonna give y'all what y'all looking for, but, you know, we got to make our money at the same time, which is respectable, very respectable. But Errol never sold out to Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, he never sold out to him. As much as Floyd wanted Errol Spence to be signed to Mayweather promotion to try to get the Keith Thurman fight, the Sean Porter fight, maybe even the Danny Garcia fight, and the big time with him and Bud under Mayweather promotions. But Errol stayed solid to Al Heyman, and I don't think Floyd Mayweather liked it that. Just like he don't like when Tank talk about being solid with Al Heyman. Not saying he got no beef with Al, nothing like that, but he like to be in a position where it's like, oh, Floyd Mayweather made this happen. Floyd Mayweather made that happen. You know what I mean? When in all reality, Al Heyman the one that made it happen. And these fighters know that. So, you know, Floyd been holding a little grudge towards Errol ever since that moment. You know, he won't sign to me. He running around telling people he whooped my ass in sparring on so many platforms. The Pivot podcast, you know, doing other things on ESPN, letting people know what he did to me in sparring. You know, that's a little blemish on my name a little bit, even though I'm undefeated. You know what I mean? People out here, oh, Errol Spence whooped Floyd Mayweather's ass. He don't like to hear that shit. Floyd don't like to hear that at all. You know? So now he got an opportunity to go over there and get Terrence Crawford on the low. Like people were saying, oh, man, he ain't going to never pick this, that, and third. Oh, the true colors going to come out. You can't hide it for long, Mr. Postman. The true colors will come out. And he will show that he going for Terrence Crawford. And he will tell you why he's going for Terrence Crawford. At the same time, he will praise Errol Spence and give him some just doing creative things of that nature. But he for sure going to praise Terrence Crawford the most and say that he got Bud winning this fight because of X, Y, and Z. You know? The truth should set you free, man. And we all know Errol Spence is the truth. And we all know Floyd Mayweather, you know, he like to try to do things slick and things like that. But it always comes to the light, fam. At the end of the day. You can go over there, flash your money in front of Crawford, let him know you can get him this, that, and the third. But once Errol Spence get in his ass, July 29th, we'll see what Floyd do after that. Let's see if he still want to work with Crawford and try to build him up and help him finish his career strong. Because Errol Spence going to knock that ass off. Just like he whooped Floyd ass in sparring, and Floyd don't like it. But once again, EJ tell Floyd, your money can't buy loyalty, homie. Either you real and it's in you, or you just don't got it. Straight like that.